I'm holding a postcard and you're holding it too, and our viewers will be able to see this painting. Katharine Lee Bates.
Katharine Lee Bates.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about her.
So Katharine, if I were to use one word to best describe her, I would describe her as a Renaissance woman. She was a prolific writer, traveled the world. She had a sensitivity for nature. I mean, she held so many attributes that, I mean, the list goes on and on. But she was born in Falmouth. Her father was a pastor at the Congregational Church right around the corner from her home, which is at 17 West Main Street. And presently it's in private hands. It used to be owned by the Falmouth Historical Society. There was a time when the president was, his last name was Bidwell, and Mr. Bidwell Bob Bidwell felt that it would be nice to have something that would be everlasting of Katharine Lee Bates because she was so prominently known. And so I had suggested a montage of her life. Nothing had ever been done of her life, capsulizing everything that was pertaining to things that she did.
For a woman so prominent such as her, when you are trying to distill all that information into a painting, what do you focus on?
Well, Katharine had a diverse life, and she had, and you'll see in the painting, there are a couple of pets, and one is a collie dog by the name of Hamlet. Over her shoulder, you'll see a parrot, and the parrot's name was Polonius. The other aspects in the painting incorporate a couple of the lines from America the Beautiful, Amber Waves of Grain. You can see the gold color in the background, and then you can see Purple Mountain's Majesty. There's the church steeple, Congregational Church steeple in the right-hand corner, where her father was the pastor. The lower portion of the piece, you see the Katharine Lee Bates house, and the statue that is on the grounds in front of the Falmouth Library also is very prominent. Knobskull light for the sea to shining sea element is in the painting. There's a section where you see some books that are piled in the corner. It just going to the point of how prolific she was as a writer. You see a wagon that would be representing the trail perhaps going up to Pikes Peak. Now it's interesting, Pikes Peak is where she had the inspiration for America the Beautiful. And then come along with, and who was the composer of the song America the Beautiful, Samuel Augustus Ward. He had been on a ferry boat going from one point of Coney Island to New York City, and had composed a piece that then would be used for America the Beautiful. So it was interesting. You had one person inspired from a mountaintop, and another person inspired from a ferry cruise, composed it in his head.
Wonderful.
Yeah, interesting collaboration. And both of them, in that collaborative spirit, they never met each other. But the piece of work went on to be the anthem. I mean, yes. it holds all of the values and the ideals of our country. And you know, we should be so proud to have evidence of her work and her time, and the feelings that she had about the country. I mean, she held that patriotic spirit as a young person, and she loved Falmouth, and she's written several poems about Falmouth. So if anyone has an opportunity to delve into the life of an American, a true-spirited patriot, I would suggest Katharine Lee Bates is a great topic.
When you were painting, what was that experience like for you?
You know, I totally submerged myself in the essence of the person, in that spirit of the person. And the center focus shows Katharine in her gown. It typifies many of the photographs that you've seen of her. But to submerge yourself in the life of the person, you feel you take on the sympathy and the feelings of that person. I've done a lot of historical figures, and she is one that I felt I could relate to. I enjoy poetry. I feel a kindred spirit to that side of her. But she was an eloquent speaker. There are just so many things that I'm attracted to, but as an artist, you try to compose the life and the spirit and the personality of that individual. So it's a challenge, but it's an education. It's a process. I talk a lot about process, and I think it meets those qualities that you try to bring out in a piece. Katharine Lee Bates is Falmouth's native daughter. She's someone to celebrate, and she's someone to hold dear in our hearts, and we're very fortunate to be a part of her spirit.
How do you channel her spirit?
Through my work and through her philosophy and a do-good attitude and contributing to a town and being connected to a town. I think that's important. I hope I qualify for that.
I'm sure you do. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.